Shall we, and talk about Christmas. It might not be December yet, but the Christmas shopping season is very much already in full swing, and you can guess it, Black Friday is just days away. However, the season of Santa doesn't necessarily just bring presents, it brings a lot of rubbish, doesn't it? Rubbish presents and lots of packaging too. New research by ING says that across the globe, 96% of us throw away plastic waste daily, with more than 3/4 of us throwing up to 5 items away every single day. But that figure is only going to get worse over the Christmas season, of course. In the UK alone, we throw out roughly 100 million bin bags full of packaging from toys and gifts over the Christmas period. But things could be about to change. New data suggests that 74% of us now agree that protecting the environment should be a priority, even if it slows economic growth. Interesting. Well, let's speak now to Dr. Joe Gladstone, who's an assistant professor at the Consumer Behaviour Unit at the University College London. Now, Joe, this is interesting. Do you think that people like to talk a good game, don't they? 74%, 1 in 3 of us, or 1 in 4, 3 in 4 of us, that's right, sorry, saying that they would do this. But will we really do it? Are we really willing to make the changes?
We call this in psychology the intention-action gap. That people say that they care about certain issues like environmentally friendly topics, but then their behaviour doesn't really reflect that. And there's a couple of particular reasons why that is. One is just simply about attention. What are people thinking about every day? They're probably thinking about the stresses of work, what am I going to put on the dinner table tonight? They're not thinking about big macro issues. And so because it's not top of mind, people aren't thinking about how to reduce their consumption.
Yeah, sorry, and one thing, because we were talking about Christmas toys and the top Christmas toys yesterday. I'm sure all of the things that were brought in yesterday will come in loads of packaging. It's very difficult to turn around to children, for example, and say, I'm really sorry, you can't have that plastic toy gun or that, you know, building set because actually it's got too much packaging. Imagine how that's going to go down.
I totally agree. I mean, why is everything full of plastic? Why is everything covered in plastic? Because plastic is cheap. And as we've seen the oil price decline, plastic's made of petroleum, so therefore plastics become cheaper. And so companies might kind of try and reduce plastic, but the reality is it's much more expensive to use recycled plastic, much more expensive to use other materials. So there's a reason why everything is so package heavy. Now,
you know, we know that making small changes can lead up to making bigger differences, bigger changes, but I wonder whether or not what we're trying to do here is on too big a scale. I mean, things need to be global, do they not, in order for us to sort of ditch the plastic habit?
It's not all bad news. We have done things that have dramatically changed people's environmental behaviours. The first year that we introduced the plastic bag tax, 6 billion fewer plastic bags were used. So if there's the political will and there's the energy behind it, we can really make a difference. But if we just expect behaviour to change because of people's attitudes, that doesn't seem to be a recipe for success.
Do you think that ethical consumers are really driving the changes here when it comes to businesses, or is it businesses doing it the other way around?
I think businesses are aware that consumers are becoming more focused on this, but they've got to make cost-benefit analyses. And those cost-benefit analyses right now are saying continue to use plastic.
OK, and just really quickly, what do you do in your life to change things around and reduce your sort of carbon footprint and reduce your packaging coming out of your house?
We need to think from the top down. What's the biggest thing you could do? Insulating your house would be the biggest change you could make, and that's what I've chosen to do.
Interesting. OK, all right. Dr. Joe Gladstone, thanks very much for coming in and taking us through that. Insulating your house. Or, yes, if you just want to ditch the plastic, that would be a good one with the plastic bags. You can always carry them, can't you? Just carry a bigger handbag, that's what I do.